All right, let's get right into it. We all want to make good friends, right? But man, it can feel like a really, really tough thing to do sometimes. So today, we're going to look at a fresh, maybe even a little counterintuitive way to build those meaningful connections, all based on our source material. Does this look familiar? I mean, you're putting yourself out there, you're trying your best to meet people, but nothing really seems to click. It can be so frustrating, and honestly, you're not alone in feeling that way. But what if the problem isn't actually you? What if it's the whole approach we've been taught? This quote, this gets right to the heart of it. It kind of challenges this basic idea we have that if you want something, you just have to try harder. But with friendship, it suggests the very act of wanting it, of actively chasing it, might be the thing that's pushing it away. It's a total paradox, isn't it? Let's unpack that. So that brings us to our first big idea, what we're calling the myth of seeking. We're going to take apart the traditional way we think about making friends and look at a completely different way of doing things. Okay, so here's the big shift. On the left, you've got the common approach. Go out, hunt for friends, be the one to approach people. Try really hard to be interesting. But the path we're talking about today, it flips that script completely. It's about focusing on your own growth, creating a vibe where people come to you, and changing your focus from trying to be interesting to just genuinely being interested in other people. And that leads us right here to the real core of this idea, the power of self-focus. You know, the concept is pretty simple when you boil it down. Instead of looking outside of yourself for connections, the best thing you can do is start by looking inward. It really starts with what you do every day. Pour your energy into your work. Not just because you have to, but because you find something in it. When you get really good at what you do and you enjoy it, that dedication, it just creates this attractive energy. And hey, the same thing goes if you're a student. Really throw yourself into learning. That genuine curiosity, that commitment to getting better, it becomes a huge part of who you are. This isn't just about work or school either. We're talking about your passions, your hobbies, whatever it is that you genuinely love. Could be art, coding, hiking, whatever. Just do it with your full attention. That authentic joy you get when you're totally lost in something, that's the key. And here's the payoff for all that inward focus. When you're genuinely wrapped up in your own growth, you're not giving off this needy vibe. You're giving off a vibe of purpose. And people who get that, people who share those kinds of values, they will naturally, almost magnetically, be drawn to you. It's attraction, not a sales pitch. Okay, so you've been focusing on yourself, your inner element, and now someone approaches you. What happens next? This is where a whole different skill comes into play. The art of listening. And the process is so simple. When someone starts talking to you, your job is not to wow them. It's just to listen, like really listen with genuine interest. Pay attention. And when it's your turn to talk, just respond sincerely. That's it. That's the whole game right there. This quote just nails it, doesn't it? I mean, we live in a world where everyone is just waiting for their turn to talk. So being a truly good listener, that's like a superpower. It makes people feel seen, it makes them feel valued, and that is the absolute foundation of any real friendship. So what does this look like over time? What's the long-term result? Well, it's not about suddenly having 100 friends. It's more like a ripple in a pond, where one true connection just naturally leads to others. It always starts with one, just one person. Someone is drawn to what you're doing, you listen to them, you connect, and a real bond starts to form. That's the seed. Now, according to the source, that one good connection starts something. Maybe that person introduces you to their friends, or maybe other people just see how you interact. All of a sudden, that one connection can easily turn into two. And from there, it just builds momentum. Those connections start to branch out, and pretty soon, you've got a small community. Your social circle just grows on its own, without any forced networking, because it's all built on a foundation of real, genuine respect. This is the basic principle behind it all. It's like a kind of social gravity. When you are genuinely focused on improving yourself and just living with purpose, that energy is just attractive. People want to be around that. It's as simple as that. So, let's pull all of this together. What is the single most important thing to take away from this whole way of thinking? Well, it's really about changing how you see your current situation. So, if you're feeling like you don't have a lot of friends right now, this approach asks you to just flip that feeling on its head. It's not a failure, it's a huge opportunity. This is valuable time that you've been given to build yourself, to get better at your work, to learn new things, to dive into your hobbies. The goal isn't just to grow, but to actually enjoy the process of growing. And that's the thought I really want to leave you with. Let this question kind of rattle around in your head. What if you stopped seeing a lack of friends and started seeing an opportunity? This isn't a lonely time for searching. It's a powerful time for building. And trust me, when you build something amazing, people will come.